Good morning, scientists. How is everybody today? Good. Okay, Mrs. Saravena needs some help over here organizing these figures that we have in the blackboard. But what I would like you to do is think in different ways that we can categorize these figures and also think about an explanation. Let's see, I'm looking for a volunteer to come up to the blackboard and organize your figures. While you're organizing into different categories, what I would like you to share with the entire class, what are the different things that comes to mind when you're organizing these categories? I see Ben hands ready. Very good, Ben, come on.
My category is about shapes.
Vanessa, would you like to share your category with us?
I'm doing it by the colors.
Now, let's see. Ben did what? Shapes. Vanessa did colors. There's another way that we can categorize this. There's another way.
I'm gonna put my categories into different numbers of corners.
Tyler, what I would like you to do, explain your category. Let's see. Let's all look at the blackboard over here. Let's look at Tyler's category there.
Okay, this group or category right here has corners, and this group up here has no corners. So this lower row has corners, and this one has none.
Very good thinking, Tyler.
One way to classify these two cubes is by color. I'm tempted to say that this one's orange and this one's brown, but the right way to say it is this one's orange and this one's not orange.
I like the challenge of putting a group of objects into two subgroups. Sometimes it's easy to see what traits they share, and sometimes it's very difficult.
When Ben did it, he used circles and not circles. When Vanessa did it, she used brown and not brown. When Tyler did it, he used corners and not corners. That's neat.
Sometimes I've found there are a different number of objects in each group. For instance, I have 1 green in this hand and 4 not green in this hand. Do you know other ways to classify these?
Scientists, what I would like you to do is take out your homework. Favor científicos de sacar su tarea and share at your table. Van a compartir en su mesa.
These have big motors on the front of them. These are all race cars that I have. These all have different designs, and these are all the ones that have big wheels.
I have heart-shaped candy classification, and I put these hearts with they have the word love. These have the same message. These have the word mine. These have the word girl.
I brought in 5 markers, and these all are red, and these are different. And another way is, let's see, these are permanent markers, and I think these ones are washable.
These are normal teddy bears. These are weird kinds. These are all weird. That's the only weird kind. These are normal kinds.
And Ben, I just heard you said the word weird. What make you put them into that category?
I think that a category is a group of objects with the same traits.
Categories are a lot like a label. I've noticed that different people categorize things in different ways, but that's okay because they both can be correct.
Now, what I would like you to do at your desk, share what is a category and different things that we can put in categories, different examples. Share at your desk.
Like the triangle, circles, and the square rectangles.
A category is a group of something that you can add to or take away from.
Before I start, I need to figure out the numbers of categories I need to start off with. I like the way Tyler did his categories, and interesting that you can do it different ways.
Besides color, you can use printed words. For an example, you can put the ones that have love in one pile and the ones that don't have love in another pile.
If I had to classify teddy bears, I would classify them by colors. Using a trait like weird doesn't always work out because you don't know how it feels or what it looks like. I might think it looks cute.
I have something in this box that it's high in sugar. High in sugar and comes in many, many different flavors. Share at your desk.
Maybe
What do you
it's
think that I have in this box? Okay, who would like to share? What do you think, Ben?
Candy?
Let me see. Check our prediction now. It's candy. Very good, it's candy. Good thinking, good thinking. Now, we're going to do something to this candy today. We are going to classify this candy. What I would like you to do is that we're gonna think in a tree. That we have a tree and many branches. What I would like you to do, we're gonna break it down, those branches. Down, down, go down, down, until you give me the roots, that single root. Your goal for today is to classify this candy. Let me see. Tyler, you ready? What are we supposed to do in science today?
We're supposed to put these different candies into different key branches, and we have to keep going down until you get to the root where there's only one of them in each section.
Okay, very good, Tyler. Okay, our cooperative rule of today is that we're taking turns and sharing. That's what I would like you to see happening at your desk, scientists, while you're working. Now, you have a card on your desk. What I would like you to see is that I'm going to let you know about your job that you have for today. Remember that our goal is to classify that candy. Please take a look at your card. Okay, if you got the kisses, the lovely kisses, you're the writer. You're responsible to write down everything, all that information, your group responses. If you're the getter, who is the getter? Who is the getter? You have a circle. Tyler, what it's needed for your group. Okay? And the sorter, who is the sorter? You have an M&M, the M&M. The sorter, you are responsible to organize the information. And if you have a gum, show me who has the gum. You are responsible to read the print's instructions. You're going to share with the entire group. Okay, writer, show me your job. Who is the writer? Who is the getter? Who is the sorter person? And who is the recorder? Very good. Now, what I would like you to do is that the getter, please come and get your piece of paper and your marker and start classifying. Remember that our goal is to break it down into a single group. Okay, maybe table one, you guys would like to work on the floor. It's easier just to classify your candy. Remember to think in the differences and the similarities. Okay? Okay, ready? Let's go.
What should we name our branches?
Maybe
a candy
classification. Candy classification.
Maybe we could do like chocolate and non-chocolate.
Hard, not soft.
Yeah.
Like that. Aluminum foil, non-aluminum foil, chewy. We can have chocolate and non-chocolate right over here.
Would somebody disagree?
Let's see.
Chocolate and non-chocolate. And chocolate. The kisses.
Okay, scientists over here. Okay, let me see. The sorter. Let me see this candy over here. I see like one group over there and I see a pile over here. Who would like to share one other thing that comes to mind? What you were doing over here? Couldn't explain this to me.
We were gonna do chocolate and not chocolate. We were gonna start piling up the chocolate ones.
Okay, and what happened in the candy, the ones in the end over there?
We were gonna put those under not chocolate.
Okay, under not chocolate. Does everybody agree?
Yes.
If I were to classify candy, I would use a tray of fruit flavored. Then I would have 2 piles, fruit flavored and not fruit flavored.
If I were to separate candy, I would use a tray of hardness. I would have a pile of hard candy and not hard candy.
It doesn't really matter which trait you use first. You could start with chocolate and non-chocolate, or you could use fruit and non-fruit. Both ways could be correct.
Now remember those branches, what I would like you to do, those branches, similarities and differences, just break it down into branches. Okay, go guys.
Yeah, we can go with that. This is these are not hard. Those are all hard.
I think this caramel one is hard.
Can you explain this classification here, right here, all the way down here? Explain it to me.
Well, with the little kisses, when we started from chocolate, and then we went down to not hard, and we went down to not chewy, and then we just put it down under aluminum wrap.
I have a little problem over here. Scientists encounter this all the time. I have 3 different candies over here, and I would like you to fit this candy. How do you think that this candy will fit into your classification?
Those are all caramel, so they're
These
not
are
chocolate.
caramel.
Not chocolate.
They're kind of like caramel, but they're sweeter than
These
these.
are not
So they're not
chocolate.
chocolate.
Not chocolate.
Not
They're not
hard.
hard. This one's not hard.
Chewy,
These are hard.
This one's really chewy.
This is hard. This is hard.
no aluminum,
Not aluminum.
not aluminum.
Not chewy.
What's PW?
No
Plastic wrap. The icebreaker, we started at not chocolate, and then we went down not hard, and we went down chewy, and then we went down to aluminum, and then no plastic wrap, and it's not sour.
Okay.
Okay, we started at not chocolate and not hard. Then we went down to chewy, and then no aluminum, not aluminum, and
Plastic wrap.
yeah, and we went down to plastic wrap. And then for this one, we started at not chocolate, went to hard, not chewy, what does that say?
Not crunchy.
Not crunchy.
Yeah, not crunchy,
And colored wrap.
and then colored wrap.
Very good. Scientists, after classifying this candy, what I would like you to write down is, why do you think that it's important to categorize, and where do you see this happening in the world? Think about that. You did a nice job. That tree, that top, breaking it down into the roots, that tree into the branches and then to the roots. Why do you think that this is important?
It's important to classify objects so you could find stuff. Imagine going to a supermarket. How would I find my Frosted Flakes?
Imagine what it would be like if you walked into a music store and all the CDs were piled up on the floor. You'd never be able to find what you wanted. That's why we have categories.
I think it's important to classify because it's a skill that scientists use. If we didn't classify objects into categories, the world would be a mixed up mess. Why do you think that classifying is important?